When you hear the sound of the bell, you know you in the championship rounds with King Amin of Essex 1, and I'm here, Women's Boxing Wednesday feature. This is a fighter who sometimes I think gets lost in the mention of the pioneers in the sport. And I'll tell you why. I'm talking about Franchon Crews-Dezurn, Virginia born, Baltimore raised. She is currently 8-1, and she is the undisputed champion of the super middleweight 168-pound division. So let's talk about it. She began boxing in 2003. Um, Started winning national titles in 2005, plenty of those. She turned pro in 2016, and here's the catch. This is why I think sometimes she gets forgotten. Guess who her pro debut was against? If you was paying attention to last week, then you should know her pro debut was against the GOAT, Claressa Shields, and she lost in her pro debut. Can you imagine that? But since that fight, and by the way, she's trained by Barry Hunter, so she's keeping very DMV. But can you imagine since that one, she had gone on to win three in a row? Um, and then in her fifth bout, she won the WBO title, I believe. And yeah, remember, she's only 8-1, and we've been saying they move women fast in boxing. Well, where do you think it all started? All right. Fifth professional bout, she captured the WBO title, I believe. And then that was against Maricela um, Cornejo out of LA, I believe. And then they fought again. This time she defended her title and then captured, I think, a vacant WBA. Um, she had the controversial bout with Jimenez. I mean, that shit was just all kinds of wrong. So, it definitely should have been ruled a no contest. Comes back from that, becomes undisputed champion versus Elin Cederroos on as the co-support for Serrano Taylor. So in between all of that, right? Again, 8-1 in her career. She's a designer, okay, stylist, fashionista, Renaissance woman. You've heard me use that term to describe her many a times, and this is so. She obtained a bachelor's degree in business and entrepreneurship in 2021. She counts her mother as one of her greatest inspirations. And yeah, it's something about Crews-Dezurn. She calls herself that, Big Mama. She carries herself with a certain air and a certain mature dignity that you don't see. And sometimes you don't even recognize that she's a fighter. You might think, I mean, she sings national anthem. She just recently sang the national anthem for the Washington Wizards, I believe. So she's capable of doing many things. And again, I feel like because of the emergence of some new fighters and her ties to another legend, Franchon Crews-Dezurn gets lost in the sauce. But also too, I don't want to say inactivity, but we're waiting on her next move. And I think that's what it's kind of, what have you done for me lately? So what is she going to do? Well, we're hearing speculation that there's a bout with Hannah Gabriel's for a light heavyweight title on the rise, or um, Savannah Marshall has been chomping at the bit. Matter of fact, Crews-Dezurn was ringside telling Savannah Marshall, like, yo, you could get that work. I'd love to see that. Um, yeah, lots of things she can do, but we all know heavy is the head who bears the crown. I can tell you that personally. All right. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the women who make their contribution to the sport. Thank you for joining me. Keep watching. I'm out of here.